What's up, Royals? We're
back
here again on Roar TV. I am Raheem Johnson.
I'm Caleb Carmichael. We're doing first and last names today.
Yeah.
More official, okay, I like it.
As long as it's button my tie.
Oh, we should actually start wearing ties. We have collars, why don't we wear ties? We try so hard to be like a real news channel, and we don't even have ties. I'm gonna start wearing a tie, button this up all the way.
As soon as we get new shirts to wear that don't mess with the entire setup.
Start looking official.
Alright, so where do you want to start? You want to start? Or do you want me to start?
You can start it.
Alright. So this news is kind of sad yet happy. It has a happy ending, So we'll be talking about the Amber Alert that happened in Saskatchewan the other day, due to a 6-year-old girl being stolen or kidnapped accidentally when a robber tried to jack their car. So what happened was that the mother of the child, the 6-year-old child, quickly went into the mall, right, leaving the car unlocked and running, right, just so she could get in there quicker, I suppose, right. But while she was on this brief trip into the mall, a person came and jacked her car, not seeing that there was a 6-year-old in the back seat. But what made this like a lot worse than it is, or a lot worse, it's bad in general, is that the child was autistic and had epilepsy. So she had to be on medication every 12 hours. So she was on risk for like the time that she was away from her mother. So that's any comments?
You said that in like the most depressing manner ever. That was the Sadie, did you see that? Yeah. That made me so sad. That was so upset. Why'd you say it all so slowly?
Yeah, you gotta deliver a story.
How long has the stream been going for?
I don't know. 2 minutes and 31 seconds.
1 minute and 15 seconds of that was Raheem telling that story. That was so sad. Yeah, no, that's what happened.
So
I don't get why. Sorry to interrupt. I said this before earlier. I don't get why people still leave their children in cars. Like, I feel like that's just a big universal thing. Everyone's heard at least like 10 stories of kids getting kidnapped or cars getting stolen. Why would you still leave your little kid in the car? Or like not even just cars getting stolen, like hot cars killing kids and everything. Who still leaves their kid in the car? My parents would like never do that growing up. I don't know, maybe that was just me. My parents were never like I remember like they'd be going in the grocery store and I'd be like, Mom, I don't want to go. I just wait in the car. She's like, I'm not leaving you in the car. Like, why? Why? That's so irresponsible.
But safe for the mother's irresponsibility. The child is safe.
Yep.
The child is now
Luckily.
safe. Luckily.
They reached out, announced this thing. They were like, yo, whoever stole the car, I get you just wanted the car. But, like, that kid needs help. So, like, can you help us? Like, just drop it off. That's awesome that he did, though. That the carjacker actually did just drop it off. Like, he must have, like, realized, like, the kid wasn't all there and, like, right. So, like, he was like...
But at the end, like, when you're trying to, like, steal a car, you're not in there to kill no one.
No, exactly. He was probably just wanted to resell it.
It's like, hey, I just need a bit of money. I'm gonna jack this car. You're like, oh, there's a child.
Yeah, because I remember I saw this thing before on Twitter of this guy who stole a car, took off with the car, realized that there was a baby in there. He drove back, took the car, like the entire baby car seat out of the car, and just like put it in like the parking spot where the car was, and then just took off again because he was like, don't want this baby, but this is good.
So, yeah, that's basically the end of the story.
Little happy sad story, I guess.
Happy sad. I preferred the way that I delivered it, and then Caleb just went off. But whatever. We all have our own ways of doing things.
You made it sound like it was like a national tragedy. It looks like you were just like, this just in. Brad Pitt has died. It was just like something like that, just like it shocked them. Like I feel like the way he presented that was like how people were when they were talking about like terrorist attacks. There's been 9 casualties, things like that.
You have to have the nice build up, yeah. Because I didn't say that the child had epilepsy and autism until later on.
Right. It just kept getting sadder.
Yes. It's a process. It's the way
it was just like just when you don't think it could get worse that this little girl's been kidnapped, she has very severe mental illnesses, and because of those, she obviously couldn't talk to the kidnapper and establish, "Stop! Don't kidnap me." So
yeah. So that was the first story. I'll hand it off to you with the
next we got
a lot
way lighter note.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about Mick hot dogs.
I'm just even disgusted by the name. It's just
what? I want to try one. So this is a national thing. I was it Sadie? Someone asked me why doesn't McDonald's have hot dogs? And I was like, yo, I actually know all about this. So fun fact, back in like the 90s, McDonald's actually, it started in the 90s, but even went to like 2010. McDonald's tried to introduce the Mick hot dog. So they introduced it overseas first in the UK and China, where it did okay. So then they decided to introduce it even in Toronto, and I believe it says here, well, I forgot a little thing. They introduced it at the Sky Dome and the Toronto Zoo, but unfortunately the Mick hot dog did terrible. And, it did not sell well. Apparently, it was pretty gross. And eventually, they stopped selling it in Toronto. They stopped selling it in the UK. But it is one of the best-selling products, and it is still sold today across Japan.
Yeah.
That's so strange to me.
I don't understand why they just didn't pull this like McBroccoli.
McBroccoli?
No.
Was that a real thing? Right. I think I remember you saying that.
Yeah, we did the story. Were you there?
McBroccoli? I don't think I was.
You wasn't there. You were with me.
Yeah. So McBroccoli, bubblegum flavored broccoli.
Wait.
For children.
Bubblegum?
Flavored broccoli.
From McDonald's?
Yeah.
They never actually sold it. They tried testing it with children, but they did not like it since they found the taste confusing.
Yeah. It's like, I don't understand why this just wasn't varied like that. But I guess it has a market then. It has a market in Japan, so if the people want it, give it to them.
Was it like a real piece of vegetable? Or like an artificial vegetable?
Well, as
picturing
real as
like a candy, like when you have like gummy worms.
Yeah.
Was that what it was? It was like a vegetable.
It was vegetable. It was their goal to make children's meals or Happy Meals healthier.
Right.
Yeah. So
yeah,
instead of the apple slices, you can have an
yeah, exactly.
Broccoli.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. But McBroccoli,
But they
flavored.
they got it to taste like bubblegum?
Yeah.
Apparently not enough for people to actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
What?
It's just the way it is. Yeah. If someone liked it, I'm sure they'd still be selling it.
That's such like a strange scientific experiment. How do you think you would come across the fact that you can make vegetables taste like candy?
Well,
but then not work.
Well, over the years we've been doing a lot of I don't know what that is.
Crocheting.
We've been genetically modifying a lot of our foods, which brings us along to the next story, kind of.
Oh, yes.
The oranges. Right. You can... All right. Yeah, oranges aren't actually orange, are they? Weren't. Take it away, Caleb.
So, I'm not sure if you guys knew this. I actually have known this since, I was a little kid. This wasn't really shocking to me. But, oranges aren't orange. They weren't at first. They actually started out green. Yeah. The only reason they were called oranges was because the insides were, resembled the color of orange. They were grown green for years and years, though, and then they've just been so genetically modified, added with sugar and added... I don't know, other things. Yeah. I don't understand how fruit works. Yeah, but
they looked like limes, as Sadie will put up as for the picture.
Yeah, no.
They had a color akin to a lime.
Yeah. oranges were green, but they've just been so genetically modified over the years that they're now orange. But like even at orange farms a lot, like if you ever go to like big orange farms, they're still like half green. Like, you know, like apples are like yellow and red.
Yeah.
That's what most oranges look like, and then they just like enhance it even more to make the skin fully orange.
Yeah. And some places they even painted them, right?
Yeah, no, they do spray paint them. Like, still. I don't know if they do that here. Like, I guess it'd be pretty hard to tell, but...
Yeah.
Know that when you're eating your oranges, that it was almost green.
Almost.
So now I'm thinking, do you think limes are the same as what old oranges are, and that's why limes are just slightly more bitter and sour? Because they're not genetically modified with all the sugars that make our oranges orange?
Who knows? That's a story for another day.
I might have just had a scientific breakthrough.
Or for someone's I can't remember the name of it, so I'll move on. All right, so well, you don't have the donuts.
No, we don't. We'll do that another day.
There was another story.
What's that?
Want to talk about the pit bull attacking the owner, but I don't have too much information on
Now there's another depressing story. A woman was killed by her own dog.
it. Yeah. And her daughter was severely injured.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if you guys have seen this. I've seen like many like
Yeah.
memes online about how pit bulls are very, very dangerous and attack children. And I remember I was always kind of biased, and I was like, bro, stop being mean to pit bulls. They don't attack kids that much. They're just like any other dog. They just get aggressive when they want to play. But no, pit bulls are like quite violent. So I guess this little girl, I don't know how old she was. I should have read more. But young girl was playing with her dog, and I guess it started flipping out, got too
The
excited.
dog got a bit too physical.
It was like biting, like ripping her skin off of her. So then, of course, the mom was just like, whoa, that can't happen. So the mom tried to like intervene, but then the dog still thought that the mom was playing. Of course, it just like gets excited. So then the pit bull actually just started like ripping apart at her. And I don't really know how it came to be. Maybe it like hurt her neck. But Sadie laughing?
Sadie,
This is not a funny story.
please.
She's like in hysterics back there. What?
Ripping apart her face.
It
I
did.
think it's fun.
I don't know. That's what the story said. It ripped apart her face.
Thank you, Sadie.
I read
for,
it on Snapchat, so I guess like the story probably wasn't like written the best. I should have looked it up on news site or something. But yeah, apparently it ripped apart her face. I don't know. I'm assuming like maybe it did something to her neck. If it killed her. I don't know.
But the dog went too far, and sadly,
Did they put the dog down? Yeah.
yeah, they
I
went too.
figured they definitely did.
So, the mother died, the dog died, and the daughter is now severely injured. I don't know if she's out of the hospital yet.
It only happened yesterday.
Yeah,
So.
we'll have more news later, but yeah, that's a great fun story. Moving on.
Go ahead.
So, some more discussion topics because I can't read. Says the background producer. All right, so moving on. Caleb, are you ready for these very engaging?
I'm just like
fun,
going through them. I actually haven't read them until now.
amusing questions.
Did you Google these again? Did you find these on like that weird questions website again?
That or I made them up myself.
Okay, interesting.
All right.
Interesting.
First memories or thoughts on Roar TV members?
Are you asking me directly,
Yeah,
or is it like you can
I
answer
guess
your
it's
own
both of
questions? We go.
Yeah, you go.
My first memory of Raheem.
I know it's about
It was in English class, grade 10, second semester, Mr. Meinhardt's class, last period. And the first time he ever caught my attention was he sneezed so loud that actually just sounded like that. Like way louder, like it echoed across the class. And I remember I was just like reading or something, and I was just thought it was like a hurricane or something, and then like he's just like This goes back to doing this stuff like nothing happened. And he still does that all the time, and I still jump. But that was my first memory for you.
Yeah,
That was
yes,
the first
I
time.
sneeze very loudly.
I hope you do it on the show one day. It would like send like the mic spiraling. You guys don't understand. Like if you've had a class with Raheem, you definitely understand. But if you haven't had a class with Raheem,
it's reasonably bad. It's reasonable. I think it's reasonable. Because to me, I can barely even hear it. It's like, I chew, I move on with my life. It's like, I clap loudly, supposedly. I can't hear it. People are like, oh Lord, Raheem, quiet down. Like, put my hands together. I don't understand. But can't mumble on camera. First memory or thoughts, I don't know. I can't remember anything really. I don't know. Because we didn't really like know each other before this class last year. Like, drama.
Oh,
Drama
yeah,
class.
I forgot we had a drama class together.
Right. And how Caleb never did any of his work. That's the first memory.
Well, I know something awesome though. I got an 86.
This last year I got a 70, I think.
In drama?
In drama, because Miss Beasley sat me down. She's like, I don't want to give you this mark, because you're like a 90 student. I'm like, yeah. She's like, but you got a hand in your work. I'm like,
No, you didn't.
What can you do? All right. First thoughts on Sadie. I don't know. All right, so next question. Caleb, you can read that.
Favorite childhood TV shows and why?
You're so boring.
I'm sorry, I can't. It's just not on the top of the dome like that. You feel me? Like yo, fam. Yeah.
You don't remember your favorite childhood TV shows right off the top of your head?
No.
I definitely do. As soon as I read the question, I was like,
All right, so what is it?
I thought of like 9. I always grew up watching like cartoons.
Mm.
Looney Tunes.
No.
That's a bit too old.
What are we, 60? Who watched Looney Tunes growing up? Like,
I
the
did watch Looney
odd time. I watched like Teen Titans, like
the original Teen Titans.
yeah, not the new one. It's so bad. Have you seen the trailer for the live action one though?
There's going to be a live action one.
Yeah, and it's rated R. Like you see Robin kill a bunch of guys, and then he just looks into the camera and goes, "F Batman," but like he actually says it.
Wow.
And like what's it called? Starfire is a prostitute, and what? You can say prostitute.
Okay.
It's not a bad word. Raven is like a 10-year-old girl. They're trying to like make her like 11. Beast Boy is like an Asian kid, which like I guess is fine, but he's not Asian in the cartoon. I don't know. And he's not green. He just has green hair. Yeah, it looks really weird.
Yeah.
No, it looks like really good too.
I remember I used to watch Fairly Odd Parents a lot.
My parents didn't let me watch that.
What was the foster home for imaginary friends?
Oh yeah.
I used to really like that.
I remember. I used to watch like My Gym Partner's a Monkey. I remember that one. Oh, Kick Butowski. Phineas and Ferb. Oh my
Phineas and
gosh,
Ferb,
it's all
yeah.
coming back to me now. Phineas and Ferb was the best show ever. Like I actually consider that to be like one of the best cartoons of all time.
Phineas and Ferb was good. It was like entertaining.
It was so every episode was like, how does someone think of this stuff?
All right. So next one. What weird food combinations do you really enjoy?
Bro, I'm like a chef. Like I make stuff all the time at my house. Okay. I can't even think of anything though.
All right, that gives me an idea for a new episode of Roar TV, but we'll talk about that. All right, you can't think of anything?
Not currently. Like I always like make weird cereals. Like, I never, like, just have regular
The chef
cereal.
makes cereal, guys.
Well, no, because, like, I don't want to go into, like, detail about, like, when I actually make stuff, because then I know, like, I'll talk too much and we don't have enough time. But, like, to, like, sum up, like, how I make, like, I make sandwiches, too. But, like, they're not, like, regular sandwiches. They're, like, the best, like, I put, like, 4 pieces of bread in there.
Alright.
They're so good. Like, I'll, like, soak bread in something and then, like, make the sandwich and then, like, put that piece of, like, I'll, like, soak a piece of bread in gravy and, like, I'll, like, make the rest of the sandwich and then you put, like, the gravy-soaked bread middle way in the sandwich. It's all coming back to me. I'm so smart.
Yeah, I like sparkling water and Coke.
What?
Because it just tastes like Coke, but not as sweet, so I like it. I used to drink Coke, like, a lot. Like, a lot.
Like Mr. Ball a lot?
Yeah, like, I'd drink, 2 a day?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never liked
it
Ball.
was really bad, and I was like, no, this isn't good for me.
Yeah,
like,
Cokes.
low-key, this isn't good for me, so I just started drinking sparkling water.
Oh, that's good.
And then, like, whenever, on a cheat day, I have sparkling water and Coke.
Smart, man.
Although I've been having too many carbs lately, but that's a story for another day.
That's for the workout episode
Yeah,
before TV.
I had, 5 pretzels the other, full pretzels, homemade pretzels.
Wow.
It was bad.
That's about all the time we have, though.
What happened?
It was 36.
There's it.
We have 1 minute. All right, well,
Yeah.
that's all for today's episode. Thanks for watching, whoever did.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll try and remember donuts.
So you've been here with
Oh, I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
Caleb Carmichael and Raheem Johnson.
First and last. Later. Peace, homes.